Hey everyone, Rob here from TheSnapCast, and today we're going to be covering round 2 of the Modern League that I just finished up with Titanshift. Match 2 here, we are going to be playing the Mirror, but it is against 4-color Scapeshift instead. For those who didn't watch, round 1 was against Infect, in which I went 2-0 against. And definitely check it out for those looking to get into this deck, and for Infect players who are just curious or stumbling upon random Magic videos here on YouTube. You can get a good perspective from your opponent's side if you ever end up facing Titanshift. So we're going to go ahead and get started on this. And I got a pretty good hand here. I got Tri-Belter and I got Colony Heart Expedition. And I open up with Colony Heart. And this is where I see what my opponent's actually playing. And I'm a little bit concerned because he is open to counter Magic. But I'm able to get Colony Heart Expedition up pretty good here. I get my own Tri-Belter out. And really I didn't know where he's going to go with his. I didn't know he's going to immediately sack it. So we go ahead and get that up. Crack Colony Heart. And he has 2 mana up. And it could mean that he does have the counter spell. So I decide, you know what, let's go for it. And he has Remand. So it sends Titan back to hand and it slows me for a full turn. And where that gets bad is that this is where the deck is good, because right there, he's able to get the win. And I mean, very quick. So I still believe out of the 2 decks here that obviously since I'm playing it, I believe mine is the better one. Where mine heavily lacks though is the Permission Magic, which is what my opponent here had. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name, but that's the biggest thing. I am able to play around spells like Mana Leak, but in the Mirror, they're not playing Mana Leak. They're playing Remand, they're playing Cryptic Command. So with that, you have to chance it, and more than likely, they are going to have what they need to kill you. So, I mean, you know, real quick and dirty right there, that's the Mirror. My games against the Mirror have been about 60-40 now, my favor. That includes this loss here, just because sometimes I am just quicker than them. This is the Bring to Light version, so they are running essentially 7 copies of Scapeshift with the 3 copies of Bring to Light. And Bring to Light also offers up some more toolbox cards, which we'll see one of them here in game 2. So go ahead here, we'll get into game 2. And as you can see, I lost game 2 as well. And of course I'm going to be on the play. And again, I got another good hand to keep here. I got Search for Tomorrow. I've got Prismatic Omen, which is going to allow me to cast my Scapeshifts 1 turn early. So go through, get my 3rd land. And so I'm Scapeshifting here. And the reason I'm doing this is because I have Prismatic Omen. So this is going to set me up, if I'm able to stay ahead of him on lands, that every land that enters the battlefield is a mountain. So what I'm going to do here is I get 3 Prismatic Omen, 3 Valakuts, and then I get a Forest. And the reason I get the Forest, and it could have been anything, it could have been another mountain, but the reason I got that was in the event I'd lost my Prismatic Omen. I don't know what my opponent's bringing in. He knows that I run Colony Heart Expedition. He knows that I also run Prismatic Omens, if he's faced this deck before. So he could have brought in Enchantment Hate, as well as Artifact Hate, the main one being Nature's Claim. Yeah, he doesn't want me to gain life, but when it comes to me winning earlier, that's not something he can risk. So here, I go ahead, I try to cast Search for Tomorrow, and again, he has the Remand. So, okay, that doesn't work. And he's able to resolve 2 Search for Tomorrows right here. He gets a Swamp, as well as a Forest. And here he's going to cast Slaughter Games. He's naming Primeval Titan. So I lose all my Titans. All 4 of them go to exile. And right there, I needed a land. That's what I needed most. A fetch land would have been good there. But really, I needed something such that I would have been able to cast Scapeshift again. And yet another turn where I could have, and I could have done 2 things. I could have gone for the Scapeshift, or I could have gone for the Crumble to Dust. But he had a lot of mana open. and I knew it was going to get countered. But so I figured if I'm going to risk a spell getting countered, I might as well risk it being for the win. And sadly, it just so happened he had the Cryptic Command and Follow-Up Turn. And with Spell's Guide out, he plays around it very well. He has the 2 Valakuts, brings the light, cast Scapeshift, and I count it out. I try to see if I'm able to redirect all the triggers he's going to have to Spell's Guide and absorb some as well. And sadly, it's not the case. With 2 Valakuts out there, it's rough. So let's see here. So total count on Valakut. Sorry, my mic stand is failing horribly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 12. So we got 36 damage coming at me right now. I had 2 untapped islands, thanks to Prismatic Omen. So it could go from 36 to 30. Now, I have 10 more. I don't have enough life to have Spell's Guide absorb all of them. I cannot take any of them, because if I take one, that puts me at 16. And then Spell's Guide takes the other 9. That's 18, I'm dead. At most, I could only pitch 8. That leaves 2 more coming to me. So just not enough. Not enough life for me to be able to absorb. And I kind of play it through a little bit just to see. But as I'm tallying it up, I realize that's the game. So the Permission Magic, it's a route I don't enjoy too much just because I feel it's a little bit more risky to play with that 3rd color. Sure, we're in Modern. We have fetches. We have all 10 of them. But I like being able to have the 2 separate win conditions that I have in my deck, that being Primeval Titan and Scapeshift. With that one, if you get rid of Valakut, if you get rid of Scapeshift, there's not much more the deck can do to beat you. Very little. That's my big thing for sticking with this one. And that's why I stick with this one over to Through the Breach version 2. Is the Through the Breach Valakut, it doesn't run the Scapeshift. It runs the Titans that Through the Breaches. Some of them run Pia and Kira Nalar. And it's just, a buddy of mine did fantastic with it. It's not my deck. This is what I really enjoy. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. And again, it will be another just speed run through, talking through the deck and recapping the match. For the mirror, I didn't talk about this. The sideboards that I bring in was the Crumble to Dusts and Obstinate Baloth, just to gain life, to help out with that. The Spell Scouts are main board, and there's really nothing else that I would bring in this matchup in my sideboard. If you would like to see the full 75, please check it out on our website at TheSnapCast.com, where we have all the deck lists that myself, Alex, Bobby, Jerry, and Chris are currently running in Modern. And we try to throw Standard up there too, but with the rotation in that, we really don't keep up with it too much. We do mainly focus on Modern. But yes, please like, subscribe, get us up to 100 subscribers so then we can change our YouTube channel page to youtube.com/TheSnapCast. Thanks for watching, guys.